50,000 moringa seeds are now sprouting here at Grow Moringa Farms and Nursery in Plant City, Florida. Spring 2024 is already off to a great start. I decided to plant these moringa seeds under the solar eclipse. Stay tuned for this whole video so that way you can see exactly how I got these moringa seeds to sprout in less than 1 week. Enjoy the video. Thousand moringa seeds soaked. Here's everything that you need to inoculate your seeds. It's in the moringa leaf extract that we make from moringa leaves. USDA certified organic. All the information is on the bottle. You can get more information here by clicking this scan code with your phone, and it'll take you to the website. We're gonna go ahead and dump this whole bottle in here. That way we can inoculate our 50,000 seeds. This is 16 ounces. This usually will go in about 4 to 5 gallons of water solution to put on the plants out in the field. But this will go in here to inoculate the seeds so that way they can soak overnight. They're gonna soak for about 18 hours or so. Billions of microorganisms and enzymes. Woo, yeah. Lots of good food. Lots of good food for our seeds. That way they can sprout. Going for it. We're gonna go for it. We're going for it. And there we go. 50,000 seeds. It's gonna be in the 70s all week, and it's gonna start raining on Thursday and Friday. So that's about a week from today. So if I get them in, I can keep them watered for about a week, keep them wet for about a week. After that rain, they'll all sprout. So I'm gonna put like a towel over top of this. So, and just put over top of this. Take them off. So now I'm just going to make 5 bins because each bin is going to essentially be a row. I'm going to be planting 5 rows, so I want to even everything out. And I'm going to put all the seeds in the bins here so I can get 5 bins and organize it so that way I know how many to put down each row. All right, I can already start to smell them breaking down a little bit, little fermentation. I can definitely smell the biostimulant doing its thing. It worked. Oh, all the plants underneath the deck are going to get some biostimulant. Now, let's take them to the field. And thanks again for watching, liking this YouTube video on sprouting and planting moringa seeds in the alley crop system. Thanks a lot for subscribing to the Grow Moringa YouTube channel and for supporting all of our efforts in teaching you how to grow moringa for yourself or even as a business. And if you want to learn more of this strategy on farming moringa for extra income, come on into the Grow Moringa Collective, where you'll get 24/7 support and also weekly webinars with me and an opportunity to put your pin on the Moringa map so that way you can start earning income right away. Learn all the tricks behind the scenes inside of the Grow Moringa Collective. Keep watching. And just flatten this out a little bit just to get a nice even flat surface all the way down. Light. It takes me about 3 hours to do a single row. So I may be able to finish all 50K seeds today. I think it's kind of crucial today because the seeds have been soaking for about 2-3 days now. Get it flattened out and prepared for 10,000 seeds. Okay, so we're gonna start a walkway here because we've got about 40 or 50 feet here, got about 30 or 40 feet this way, and I want to be able to navigate through the rows. That way when I'm walking through, I can still walk through the whole field and possibly even have a line of sight all the way down. I've got this tree right here in the middle of the row as kind of like a central guiding post through the middle of the walkway, so you can look all the way down. And I've got another nice big tree kind of that started, and I'll just keep following those paths. But what's really nice is that, say like this tree is now in the middle of the walkway. And so I'll pull this tree out. Right there is the end of the bed, right there. And then right there is the start of another bed. And this is actually turning into a walkway. You can kind of see on the left, that's the end of the bed. To the right, that's the top of the next bed over. And this is going to be a walkway all the way through the middle of the farm. So I'm going to take out this tree. I'm going to take out this tree here. Take out this tree. Essentially, I am turning this middle area here into a walkway all the way through. So that'll be a walkway. This tree is coming out, and then this is essentially the walkway all the way through the middle. We're back in action, and now it's time to plant 50,000 moringa seeds here in our agroforestry system in the alley cropping rows between the orchard trees. This is about 10,000 seeds that we're going to go ahead and spread down this row here, and we'll cover it with a little bit more soil, and we'll cover that with a little bit of mulch, and then we'll keep that fed and watered for about a week, and then they all should sprout. Let's do it. taken me 3 days. I've been turning and shaking these seeds up so that way they're not just soaking in water. So here we have about 10,000 seeds that have been soaking since Saturday. So about 2 days. Here it is Tuesday. So Sunday, Monday, they were soaking. And I've dumped all the water out. You know, the first day, the first 24 hours, I had them completely soaking. Then after that first 24 hours, I went ahead and put them in this bin and then drained all the water out. And then now they're just, you know, I'm turning them every couple hours so that way they're not getting soggy and, you know, and rotten down below, that they're able to come up to the top. And every time I come to the top layer of seeds has dried out. And so then I'll mix it up again. So that way they're just kind of staying wet, but drying out, staying wet, drying out a little bit. You don't want them to dry out a lot. You don't want them to dry out, like say if I put them in the ground here, I don't want them to dry out for like a week. So like this is just to kind of help start, get it some moisture, possibly penetrate, soften it. That way once I put it down in here, I can water it just a little bit and it'll sprout within the first week. All right, let's go ahead and spread some of these seeds out. 10,000 seeds in the field. I'm really loving the space that we have to now spray a perfect amount. 10,000 for the row. So we're going to keep going all the way down this line. Keep watching. Make sure to like this video if you haven't yet, and subscribe to the Grow Moringa YouTube channel for unlimited information about how you can begin to make a living from growing moringa. Stay tuned as we begin to finish this project and as it continues to grow. This is it. This is the last little bit of soil. This is exactly what we need to finish out the row. Perfect. The secret to no irrigation is actually in the mulch. I'm grabbing mulch that's wet inside the pile. And that wet mulch is now going down on the mound. It's wet. It's super dense with water, heavy mulch. So now what I can do is protect my seeds and keep them wet by dropping this super wet mulch on top of them. I'll water in a little bit over the next couple of days and they all should sprout with this wet mulch method. These seeds get an instant protection layer, cools them down, natural watered. The wet mulch is already really well soaked. I don't have to come by and just constantly soak it and soak it. This mulch will be keeping the soil wet underneath for at least a week to 2 weeks. It'll continually evaporate. Got the raised beds all finished up. Got the soil down. Got the seeds down, the inoculated seeds down. Got the mulch down. Got the kitties coming through. Just planted the field yesterday and already got some rain. Thank you, babies. Yes, just got them in, and they're already getting some good rain. Oh, so happy now. I literally just got back from the store to get irrigation supplies, just in case this field was not going to get rained on. But what's funny is that on Sunday, when I went to go plant this field out, I went ahead and looked at the weather, and it said that it was going to rain on Thursday. And I said, you know what, if it takes me 3-4 days to plant them all, at least it'll rain the day that I finish. I just finished planting this row out last night. It took me pretty much all day between all the other things going on at the farm, being CEO and managing people and workers and customers and orders. And so happy to see that they're getting rain. Beautiful. They should be sprouted in about a week. Planted these on new moon solar eclipse. Stay tuned. A view from within. The 50K seeds are getting their much needed water. The start of the new an outlet for the hose. Jeepers. Okay, let's turn her on. Alright, she's on. Let's take her all the way out to the field. So we got some field work done. Hey there. Let's go ahead and take it down. Looks like she's got some water in her. Oh! And she's a dripping. This is just what we wanted right here. Thank you. Just a nice, steady drip. I'll put this out here for like an hour, 2 hours, couple hours on this, and then I'll just pick her up, roll her up, and put her on the other one. So far, I just got one hose just to see if it worked. It's our first little irrigation test, and it looks like she's pushing out water all the way down. I love it. I like the spiral. I love how it swirls and hits different parts of the raised bed. Nice slow drip all the way down. Wonderful. So we'll just let that play out for the rest of the afternoon. I'll let this water for like an hour or so, and I'll take it to the second one. I've got 5 rows, so I may go ahead and just get a couple more hoses and then just kind of hook them up. I may even at this point go ahead and take a look at what kind of end caps I can install, very similar to the one that I just installed, and just lead a hose down to the center of this. But that's the thing, is anything that I do here I'll have to pull out. You know, any infrastructure that I put in I'll have to pull out. So that's why it's just kind of light right now. We're just trying to get them watered in. Eventually, once they sprout and later in the season it'll start raining every day and I won't need to water, but this is just to kind of get them started. It's looking good. This is our first test for irrigation. Love it. What's up, Gandhi? What's up, Gandhi boy? Hey. Hey, Gandhi. Hi. 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 Thanks a lot for staying tuned and watching. I really appreciate you for coming into the Grow Moringa YouTube channel. Thanks again for subscribing and also liking this video. If you need me for anything, you can always call 813-696-6676. Or you can also text collective to 813-696-6676 for a callback from me. If you need more help to get into the Grow Moringa Collective members area, I'll onboard you and get you in. We'll help you to download the app to your phones. That way you can have full access, 24/7 support to anything and everything you may need, help with starting your Moringa operation. Here we are 2 weeks after doing all of that work, laying down the soil, laying down the mulch, laying down the seeds, inoculating the seeds, and laying down the mulch. Been moving this tube in this hose pretty much every day. I'll water all day on one, and I'll water all night on another. And I'll water all day on one, and water all night on another. And I've been rotating doing that for the last 2 weeks since the last time it rained. And they're starting to sprout. So take a look, and we'll keep you updated. And the next step from here is to go ahead and give them some food. Now that it's been 2 weeks, I'm going to feed them our liquid biostimulant. Usually you want to feed any of the crops the biostimulant every 14 days, so every 2 weeks. Especially in a new system with new soil, especially when you're sprouting the seeds, inoculating them, and getting them the nutrients that they need to get the roots deep down. Once the roots get a little bit bigger and they go a little bit more deep down, then it's a lot easier to grab that vitamin and mineral from the soil. The walkway's nice, and we're going to finish out the rest of the walkways, and it's doing really well. These are all coming up. You can see how hot it is because the leaves are just a little curled up, and it's starting to get real hot out here, but they're all starting to come up really well. So thanks a lot for joining us. The world's #1 collective in the world, because we help so many people. We're a learning and educational platform where you can learn anything and everything about Moringa. Look at that whole row sprouting there. That's 20,000. And we got a whole row sprouting here. That's 30,000. We got a whole row sprouting here. That's 40,000. And here we are on the last row, 50,000. All going in. And doing really well now. If you'd like to come by to the Grow Moringa Farms and see for yourself, we're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. throughout the year. We have helpers. If you're looking for extra work, come on by for an interview. We may have extra work this season. If you want to have this of your own, join us inside the VIP members area, where you can get all of your Moringa news from the #1 Moringa collective in the world. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace, love, and prosperous growing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Ciao.